Yo YouTube, welcome back. It's your boy Shide right here representing Synchronic Gaming. Today we do have Almost Divorced taking on Synchronic Gaming in this matchup today. We have got Matt coming on in for Almost Divorced, coming on in with dragons as well as some dragon riders with a couple of loons and an E-drag to funnel blimp directly in behind, now aiming to take down this town hall. This is a mango tournament, guys, so make sure you pay attention. I don't believe there's any root riders in this one. He drops his clones nice and early. Blimp does reach that town hall right there, takes it down nice and early with all those balloons getting cloned, taking down that monolith as well very nicely. Done a couple of dragons split over to the 5 o'clock side with the king at the bottom side, queen popping her ability as well with that healer puppet. Now we have got a couple of dragons and dragon riders over on the top side, multi-target inferno as well. He doesn't have much cleanup, but it looks like he's got a strong push going on in through the base at the moment. The only scary part is that scatter in the core if it does end up going on down. With this multi-arch tower and the ricochet cannon could be a little bit problematic as well, with that queen, sorry, with the royal champion still staying up as well from Synchronic. Now the enemy RC is coming on in underside these dragons as well, pushing on forward, has got the RC ability in pocket, maybe popping that sooner rather than later. There we go, RC ability goes off. It's the seeking shield as well as the hog puppet, so the RC does end up falling short right there. Oh no, it doesn't, it's still alive. I thought it was, but one of those dragons couldn't realistically see it, but it's pushing on forward as well underneath those dragons. Should be able to have enough health to get the job done, especially if that ground expo goes down with the assistance of the dragon. And that's going to be a 3-star coming on in from Almost Divorced against Synchronic Gaming. Phillip's base does end up going on down, and that's a 3-star from Mac, getting the job done. Unfortunately, these army camps are going to be slowing on down this attack just a little bit, which is going to be a bit of an issue right there, but just under a 2-minute attack, a little bit slow in this meta. But let's see what Synchronic can do in their next attack. Here we go, first attack is in from Synchronic Gaming. Oh, we have a bat spell. We also have E-dragons coming on in from Simone. Normally a root rider first attacker coming on in with E-drags this time, since root riders are banned. We start up at the top side with the queen. E-drag coming on in from the 1 o'clock side. Remainder of the loons and the E-dragons coming on in from the 2 o'clock section. Baby dragon to funnel over at 3. We also saw a nice and early bat spell at 3, just to tank a little bit for the AD. Here come the E-dragons pushing on through. Rage spell on both sides of those E-dragons, forcing them through the town hall. We're going to see that beautiful warden ability catching almost everything inside. Almost all of those troops get caught right there as well. Now this town hall did go down relatively quickly. We have got a bunch of archers inside of the CC. Could be a little bit problematic, could slow down these E-dragons just a little bit, because the chains are going to hit these archers before hitting those buildings, but as well it will take down the higher HP buildings as the chain of the E-drags do go that way. King ability popped at the top side, wall breaking the queen in to pick off that ricochet cannon, and she takes it down in time with the healer puppet, now keeping that queen alive as well. Royal champion thrown into the mix at 6 o'clock, trying to get through this king as well as this eagle artillery as quickly as possible. 2 more freezes as well as the freeze in the CC still remaining. We may have to freeze that AD up, but we end up freezing the wizard tower to keep this royal champion and those hogs alive. There we freeze that AD as it goes down to the E-dragon, and this is going to be a quicker hit than we saw from Almost Divorced. Simone is now coming on and getting that 3-star for Synchronic Gaming. Is going to be a little bit quicker, but is stalled up because of storages, but that's a triple from Simone. GG's. Here we go, the first attacker, or sorry, the second attacker of Almost Divorced. Einstein is now coming on in for Almost Divorced, and he's attacking Einstein of Synchronic Gaming. How funny is that? Warden over at the 9 o'clock side of the base with the flame flinger, has got the poison lizard just to assist taking down a couple of these structures as well. Zaps on the multi-inferno, does miss out on the monolith though. Is that going to be a little bit problematic right here for Einstein of Almost Divorced? We're going to have to find out very, very quickly. Flame Flinger doing some great work. We'll be able to pick off that whole 7 o'clock side compartment, which isn't too bad. We're still using this Warden Walk for a very, very long time. Here come the Super Witches. Haven't seen them in a very, very long time, but they are going to be coming on in on this wall right here. King broken into the 12 o'clock compartment, with now the Super Witches pushing on in towards that monolith compartment where the king is also residing. Triple Ice Golem is going to slow down these Super Witches a hell of a lot. Baby Dragon does double up for the army camp at the top side as well. King moving on forward very, very nicely. Still has that gauntlet in pocket as well. Will potentially... Oh no, he's got a jump spell. Jumping the King into that Royal Champion compartment, popping that gauntlet, takes down the RC very, very easily. Should be able to pick off this multi as well as that Ricochet cannon, which is going to be absolutely huge coming on in from Einstein of almost a divorced. Now, Super Witch is finally getting through that wall. They took a long time. Need to move their way forward over towards this Townhall. Super Witches now take that jump spell into this heavy core with the double scatter as well as the Townhall double multi arch tower shooting away at them. RC now coming on in from the 3 o'clock side of the base. Flame Flinger still going strong, is going to be popping sooner rather than later. Has Yetis inside of it as well. RC picking off that 3 o'clock side compartment relatively easy. Rage spell on the Royal Champion, forcing her to speed up and go faster to get rid of that Eagle Artillery as soon as possible. Needs to get clean up down the base as well, which he starts dropping a wizard over at the 2 o'clock side as well as some cleanup at the 3 o'clock section as well. Now RC ability going off very, very nicely right here. Will pick off that Warden Tower, getting the job done right here. Super Witch is still alive and kicking at the moment, but he has lost a fair few of them. Is he going to be able to get the job done and power on through this base right here? RC is very, very dependent on this 3-star or not, because time is going to start to run out right here as well. And down goes that Royal Champion. Fox does stay alive, but it's not going to assist in this attack too much, and it looks like this is not going to be a 3-star coming on in from Einstein against Einstein of Synchronic Gaming. It's funny how we attacked his counterpart of Synchronic Gaming. Unfortunately looks like he's going to fall just a little bit short on time, as the Super Witches may have been able to power on through the remainder of the base, because the only thing that could really do much damage to them is that Ricochet cannon right here as well, and that did go down. So time is going to be the problem right here. That's going to separate these two teams, unfortunately, for almost divorce. This is an opening that Synchronic Gaming needed, and now can they capitalize on this 92% 2-star from almost divorced? Here we go. Amia Khan now coming in on Synchronic Gaming, attacking Einstein, who we just saw attack for almost divorced. Let's see if we can get the job done. We have got a Queen Charge Lalo selected for this one. Flame Flinger over at the 6 o'clock side of the base. Baby Dragon on the workshop right there just to set the funnel for the Queen. Healers are yet to be deployed. Will be dropped sooner rather than later due to that export. Finally locking onto this Queen. There we go. Healers are down. Arch Tower goes on. Queen is going to step into that wall broken open compartment right there, and she's going to be able to get massive value from this Queen Charge as well, picking up both ground balls as well as getting the multi Arch Tower over at the 3 o'clock side of the base. So it's looking relatively nice. We also did tank for that multi-motor with the Yeti, which was absolutely perfect. Rage Tower does go off, making these expos a little bit more grueling to get through as the DPS is increased vastly. But now we recall the Queen. Amia Khan, what are you doing right now? Another super wall break now, opening up the multi-arch tower compartment. Queen is going to step in very, very nicely. Still has we have 3 rages left and 7. I know it's 2 freezes. Never mind, I'm going a little bit blind, unfortunately. Queen is now pushing on forward. Hopefully she can get the job done. But over at the 12 o'clock side, we are dropping a little bit of troops to set up a bit of a funnel, maybe trying to force the King in at the 12 o'clock compartment, which we will see. Queen, we rage up on her as well. You have to force her ability. She doesn't die through ability, which is absolutely huge. She's going to keep on pushing, getting the scatter down as well. Very, very controlled Queen Charge from Amia Khan. We'll have to freeze that monolith right there to keep this Queen alive, unfortunately. Oh, she can reach the town hall. That's crazy. King coming in from the 12 o'clock compartment with his ability, taking down that whole compartment. Queen, is she going to be able to pick off this town hall in time? Yes, sir. You better believe that she does. Now, here comes the Lalo from the 9 o'clock side of the base, pushing on down. Queen goes down to the monolith, unfortunately. Warden ability, rage spell on these loons with that healing tome of the Warden, getting them all back up to full HP right here. Don't have that town hall to worry about, only the scatter, but we have got a Royal Champion inside. We force that RC ability. She gets through the King very, very easily. Now she's going to work her way down on top of this scatter. Plenty of balloons remaining. Freeze the Ricochet, freeze the Sweeper. We have no more spells left, but plenty of troops to overpower this monolith, as well as getting the job done and getting the 3-star. And Amia Khan does it with Queen Charge, a recall Lalo. Beautiful attack by him, perfectly executed right there, getting the job done, getting the 3-star. Now giving Synchronic the percentage as well as the star advantage. Crispy is now in for almost divorce, coming on in with a Queen Charge Lalo of his own. No recall spell on this one, so let's see how he's going to be able to get the job done against Simone of Synchronic Gaming. taking a little bit of time, but here comes the queen over at the 6 o'clock side of the base. A couple of regular barbarians here tanking to see if there's any skelly traps before dropping that flame flinger at the 7 o'clock side of the base. Queen stepping on in forward towards that 6 o'clock section right there. Not any risk for this flame flinger at the moment until it walks on forward above for that ground expo, but this queen's gonna get some monumental damage at the moment, picking off that expo at the moment. Rage on her as well with that frozen arrow makes things so much easier to charge, but you have to keep in mind of that queen ability. You can't let her die through that ability, which is very scary. Finally locking onto that scatter will be able to take it down very nicely. Flame flinger locking onto the ricochet cannon right there. King on the pet shop to step in for potentially for that ground expo area, as this wall has been opened for the queen. She is going to push on forward and get the job done. Rage on the queen to pick off that royal champion as well. Now 2 more super wall breakers remaining. Oh, we're trying to break this queen in towards this town hall. This could be an amazing charge. King stepping on in towards that 3 compartment, will step out and step back in. We send a wall breaker for the king as well to ensure that he does actually step on in, which is beautiful right here. Queen tanking that ground expo for this flame flinger to get more and more value. RC coming for the warden tower and the multi inferno. Now we're going to focus on this queen, making sure that she can power them through and get the job done, because she needs to pick off this town hall sooner rather than later. Stuck on those ice golems at the moment is going to cause a little bit of an issue. Royal champion was not able to get down that scatter shot right there, unfortunately did go down. King though did pick off the opposing hero on the right hand side of the base. Queen is now stepping on forward. We invis that multi inferno tower. Now the queen stepping on into this town hall compartment. Flame flinger still going very nicely. We freeze the skellies, very nicely done at the moment from Crispy, but one skelly is going to distract the queen. Now this means that the skellies are going to distract the queen just a little bit, but she will be able to pick them off and pick off this town hall and potentially that eagle artillery. Haste over at the top side with the loons pushing on in. Headhunters caught inside of that warden ability to pick off this king. Rage ing up those headhunters as well as these balloons to push on forward. Town hall goes down. Eagle artillery will go down as well. But now these loons kind of split a little bit awkwardly right here. Freeze on that monolith was absolutely perfect. These rage headhunters assisting these loons in picking off these defenses. Down goes that monolith. Down goes this scatter. Now it's all down to time. Does he have enough to get the job done? Crispy with a fantastically executed queen charge. Flip Galalo right there, very nicely done for him, keeping his team still in this war, getting the job done, picking off a Simone of Synchronic Gaming. Still has that queen ability, and that's going to be the the second 3-star for them to put a little bit more pressure on Synchronic. General X, the captain of Synchronic Gaming, the heart and soul of this team right here, he's going to be coming on in. Ooh, what is this? We have hogs, mass hogs. We have got some invisibility spells. Is this going to be a blizzard or a sarge hogs? Now I'm interested to see what he is going to be doing. No, I'm very confused at the moment, because we have a flame flinger over at the 5 o'clock side of the base. King broken at the 3 o'clock section. Queen takes down that king with the frozen arrow very nicely. One E-Dragon setting up a beautiful funnel for this queen as well. She can step in and pick off the multi-inferno and then go in for the town hall with that golem tanking perfectly at the moment as well. King doing a little bit of extra damage. Oh, it's a skelly donut for the multi and the monolith, but we invis the mono on the first one. Is it still enough to get the job done? This is absolutely crazy by General X. He invises that mono one more time. Things are starting to get a little bit dicey at the moment. Multi-Inferno needs to go down. It does go down. Is this mono going to go down? Unfortunately, doesn't look like it did. The Skelly Donor did unfortunately fail, but does he have enough to power him through, get the job done, and recover? Hogs coming on in from the 10 o'clock side of the base right there, pushing on forward. Have got that Warden ability. Still have this Queen ability as well, who might be able to pick off this Town Hall, this Monolith compartment, sorry. Poison Tower does drop onto those Hogs, but Warden ability time to absolute perfection. Queen picking off that mono is absolutely huge, and then activating that as well. That tornado trap is going to be huge. We freeze the Eagle Artillery. We send a couple more Hogs over for the Ricochet Cannon at the 5 o'clock side of the base with a couple of Super Barbarians. Freeze on that Ricochet Cannon because it does need to go down. Hogs are starting to thin out very, very quickly. Unfortunately, is there going to be enough? We have got that Flame Flinger still alive. Eagle Artillery is still up, and now things are starting to get a little bit problematic right here for Synchronic Gaming. Unfortunately, for General Lex not being able to get down the Monolith right there did cause a little bit of an issue. Because of time, we had to kind of do the Skelly Donut on the fly right there, which is a little bit scary. We have got a couple of super minions right there as well. They're going to pick off this eagle artillery, but will they be enough to get the job done with, unfortunately, that AD still standing? It's a little bit scary at the moment. 50 seconds remaining on this one. Only 2 super minions still. Oh wait, the AD did go down. Do we have somehow enough to get the job done? That is going to be the question right here, because it's going to be these 2 super minions against the world right here. Oh, it's down to only 1. We are aiming to pick off as much percentage as we can. We did have a 92% 2-star from Almost Divorced, I believe. So Synchronic do have the percentage advantage over Almost Divorced at the moment. Star advantage may not be an issue anymore, but percentage is still in the favor of Synchronic Gaming. Will they be able to retain this lead and get the job done? We send 1 Super Barb in. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Is it going to be a 98%? Will Super Minion be able to take down this Elixir storage in time? Doesn't look like it will be able to, and it's going to be a 97% 2-star from a General X of Synchronic. Here we go. The next attack from Almost Divorced is now in, trying to take down General X of Synchronic Gaming, coming on with more Super Witches right here. We did see the Super Witches unfortunately fall a bit short on their second attack of the war, where they were able to get a 92% 2-star. Here we have that Rage Warden gem as well, with the Warden trying to do this Warden. We're getting a bit of a funnel, but are we going to be able to power through this base this time, or are we going to fall short again on time with the Super Witches? Since they are relatively one of the slowest troops in Clash of Clans, it is a little bit of an issue. We drop a couple more balloons to pick off that multi-more over the top side, but it's being a little bit of an issue as it's not going down whatsoever. So the funnel isn't really set. Now here comes that 1 Flame Flinger right there. That's why we were trying to take down that multi-mortar, to ensure that the Flame Flinger didn't have any damage on it to pick off that Eagle Artillery. But now it could be a little bit problematic right here as well. The Warden is locking onto the RC right there, which could be a little bit of scary time right here. Oh my god, we invis. Oh wait, did we catch the Warden? No, we didn't. Warden ability does go off. This is going from bad to worse right here from Esper of Almost Divorced. We do get the zap value there, which was absolutely nice. We ended up picking off I believe a scatter shot right there, but that was about it. No, it wasn't a scatter, sorry, it was a ricochet cannon. Now, are we going to be able to get the job done? This is looking a little bit tedious. No Warden ability to push in with these Super Witches. Is that going to be problematic? King is now going to also step inside with these Super Witches. We have got that 1 jump spell to open up as much as we can. It is looking a little bit sketchy as of right now. We have got a couple of archers that we can use to tank for the multi-mortar if the Flame Flinger does end up going that way as well, which it most likely will do also. Now, how are we going to be able to push on forward and get the job done? Eagle Artillery goes down, Super Witches are pushing on forward. We're waiting for this 1 wall to be broken so we can then jump spell over that poison tower to essentially get the accessibility for the rest of the base. And there goes that jump spell. King ability popped nice and early to power on through to set a little bit of a pathing for these Super Witches right there. The Queen unfortunately jumping on the other side of the wall, which means that she won't be able to utilize this jump spell unless she comes on back. Flame Flinger does end up popping right there as well. King doing some decent work at the moment. Royal Champion still in pocket. Super Witches will be able to pick off this Townhall, so the 2-star is guaranteed at the moment. The 3-star is looking a little bit scary as well for Esther of Almost Divorced. Will they be able to push on forward and get the job done? I'm not too sure as of right now. Royal Champion just coming over at the 6 o'clock side of the base, trying to get the job done, trying to push on forward and hopefully assist. But look at the time remaining on the clock, only 32 seconds remain. It's not going to be enough time, and I think this is going to be a fail because there's so much base remaining, so much DPS still up. This Royal Champion won't be able to push on forward either, which is a little bit scary as well, coming on in for Almost Divorced. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. 15 seconds left. RC is forced to that ability as well, trying to get as much percentage as humanly possible at the moment. But this is looking like it's going to be a monster defense coming on in from General X. He wasn't able to 3-star, but he gets that huge defense that could carry his team to victory right here against Almost Divorced. And there we have it, 83% 2-star. Here we go. Phillip is now in Synchronic Gaming. Here comes the E-Dragons. Wow, this is amazing what they do. I love how they do the bat spell over the tank for the AD. Slammer at 3, E-Dragons coming in from 4 to 5. Queen to start off a funnel at the 6 o'clock side with the King as well. Everything is pushing forward, working in unison right there. That Stone Slammer will pop relatively early, unfortunately, for Phillip, but does have a Super Dragon coming on out of that double Rage Spell with Warden ability, pushing these E-Dragons through this heavy core compartment. Super Dragon doing some great work at the moment as well. Queen pops her ability to ensure that those healing puppets can keep this Queen alive for as long as possible. Rage Spell over that Townhall, ensuring that it goes down with that freeze spell. Freeze as well on the Monolith also to make sure that there's not a lot of DPS on these E-Dragons, and that Mono does go down. E-Dragons now lock on towards that Eagle Artillery. RC coming on into the Wizard Tower at the 1 o'clock side of the base, and Phillip is looking absolutely unstoppable at the moment. Still has that RC ability, which is going to do monstrous damage on the back end of this base as well. Only 2 Expos remaining and a Arch Tower. We rage up that Royal Champion to ensure that we don't fall short, as we need this 3-star no matter what on the time on the board. This is super fast take coming on in from Phillip as well. Down goes that multi, down goes the Expo, and this is going to be a 3-star from Phillip, ensuring that he doesn't slip up and get the 3-star for Synchronic Gaming. Get the job done, keep that star advantage as well as percentage, and that's going to be a triple to get the job done. Here we go, the final attack for Almost Divorce is in. Lax Lander is now coming on in for Almost Divorce, trying to get the job done against Amia Khan of Synchronic Gaming. Warden Walk as well utilized right here against Super Witches. They have been using Super Witches, but both attacks that they have used have unfortunately fallen short and have been the only fails for them this war. So let's see if... Oh, he uses the fireball. Oh, that was fantastic. Look at the funnel that has been made by Lax Lander. Absolutely beautiful work right there. Now here come the Super Witches as well as this Queen in towards the multi-target Inferno Tower compartment. See if they can get the job done. I love the usage of the fireball right there to insert such an amazing funnel for these troops to push on forward. We have got that one jump spell, but it has to... Oh, we're using super wall breakers to give accessibility right here for this Town Hall compartment. Beautifully done at the moment from Lax Landers. Now we have got the jump spell, sorry, to jump over that. Oh, jump over the ricochet so we can kind of like walk around the Town Hall. This is looking really nice. Tornado Trap slowing things down just a little bit right there, which is a little bit unfortunate. Invis on all of these Super Witches just to like negate damage off of them as well. Town Hall will go down eventually, as there are Super Witches that are locked onto it. Free spell just to ensure that that Town Hall doesn't inflict too much damage with those Inferno beams right there as well. We did see that at the top side that the siege barracks did pop, so we have got Yetis and E-Titan coming out of there as well. Royal Champion sweeping down from the 3 to 6 o'clock side of the base. This is looking great at the moment from Lax Lander. The usage of that fireball really assisted so much to get the 3-star on this base right here. This is looking like it is going to be a triple at the moment. Very well executed Super Witches. Fireball was the difference right there, negating so much damage, taking so many of those key defenses down. And there we have it, freeze on the Queen, freeze on the multi. Down goes the opposing Queen, down goes that multi, and it's now all down to time, and there's plenty of that remaining. And Lax Lander's coming on in with the triple for Almost Divorce, getting the job done against Amia Khan. And now it's all up to the final hitter of Synchronic. As long as he can pick off a triple or a high percent 2-star, it should be a win for Synchronic Gaming. Here we have it, the final attacker of the war is now in. Einstein is incoming for Synchronic Gaming, taking on a Mac of Almost Divorced. Has got a bat right there as well, potentially to tank for something. He's coming in with Queen Charge, a couple of Dragon Riders, a Flame Flinger, not a maxed one. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Let's see what his plans are going to be for this one. Flame Flinger deployed over at the 6 o'clock side of the base right there. Does get some good value. We end up dropping the Queen and the Super Wall Breaker over at the 7 o'clock side. Queen picking off that multi-mortar right there, allowing this Flame Flinger just to do some nice work. A Skelly to tank for that Monolith over at the top side of the base, as the King is going to step on in and pick off that multi-archer tower. Might not be able to get the mono, but we most likely will send the Royal Champion into that compartment. Maybe not. Ice Golem right... Oh, Ice Golem and a couple of Headhunters to pick off this Queen on the bottom side. That absolutely genius coming on in from Einstein with the Flame Flinger shots. We'll be able to pick off that Queen as well, hopefully. Oh, no, they won't. King pops that ability. Queen moving on forward. He frees that single target Inferno. Queen is now going to be able to have monster value, getting the job that she needs. Are we going to see this RC going on in for the 9 o'clock side of the base? I'm not too sure at the moment. We have got the red gem on the Warden. Warden's been deployed over at the 3 o'clock side just to take off some of these trash rings to get the job done. We raid up this queen one more time. Oh, the walls have been opened. The queen's going to pick off this monolith right there as well. Another ice golem for the Tesla farm at the bottom side. Queen finally does end up going on down. Eagle shots landing on this Warden, which is a little bit scary at the moment. One bat spell over at the top side from the oh, what is this? This is looking very cool at the moment. We have the RC over from the 2 o'clock side of the base with the raid spell. Warden's gonna get the job done over at the 3 o'clock side of the base as well. Very nicely done at the moment. We freeze that Inferno Tower. The queen's still pushing on forward. Monster queen charge coming on in from Einstein right here. Absolutely phenomenal right there as well. We'll be able to pick off these loons with the Eagle Artillery. Dragon Riders are going to get the job done, and Einstein is going to be coming on in with a fantastic triple for Synchronic Gaming right there. Beautifully well orchestrated attack, getting the job done, getting the triple, ensuring Synchronic Gaming do get the win in this Mango tournament matchup right there. And that's going to be an amazing triple coming on in by him, getting the job done. Beautifully done right there by Einstein, taking down Mark. Plenty of time remaining on the board, especially for cleanup, and that's going to be a GG, and that's going to be the win for Synchronic Gaming over Almost Divorced, picking off the final attack and getting the job done. Beautifully executed again, and that's a win for Synchronic Gaming in Mango tournament.